All right, this is a slate. Now, basic 101 in filmmaking, on film sets, you might be thinking, what is that clappy thing that the guy in the clapper has every time? Well, it's called a clapper, yes, but it's also called a slate. See, slate. Now, why is this slate special? Because you do have your regular slates, right? You also have your mini slates. Now, why would you have a mini slate other than it looks, I don't want to say cute, but it looks nice. Anyway, why is this slate so special? Because I don't know if you can notice, but it turns off and on, and it has different color temperatures. Now, why would that be helpful? Really? Well, because when you're on a dark set, you usually tend to do this. You go over here, you grab your flashlight or your iPhone or your phone, and then you light up so that the camera can read. Well, but also when you're writing down the scenes and you're writing down the info and it's all dark, then it is very, very helpful to have a slate that lights up. Now, who is taking care of the slate? Who does the slating? Who does the clapping? The clapper. No, the second AC is usually the one that does the slating, and then they would import all the info of the film here. Now this just came from set, and I was the DP on it, and Ian was the director, and then they would fill this out. Now they can fill it out also with the help of the script supervisor, who is in tandem with them, going and telling them what scene it is, what take it is, so that everything is in sync. Now, talking about sync, this helps for syncing sound. So when you're in post, that is what you sync the sound to. Now this I like because it's magnetic. So who doesn't love magnets, right? But it makes a sound that everybody can hear. With these regular ones, you would have to force it a little bit. It's not a big deal, but again, magnets. I love magnets. So it comes like this. It has a USB-C to charge. Let's see, what else can I talk about a slate? I know it's not a sexy thing on set, but it is very useful. So if you find yourself in an indie production, in a low budget production, and somebody says, you know what, can you slate? Now you know what to do. All right, that's it for today. Ciao, ciao. I'll see you on the next one. All right, I forgot to actually say why you would need a mini slate. So a mini slate is very handy and very useful when you're doing especially macro shots and you can't get the full size of the slate in. Now, of course, you can pan the camera, you can back it out, but it's just quicker to just put this in front of the lens, especially in a macro shot, and just slate right there. So why also, let me give you some pointers if you're slating, what a tail slate is and how to do a slate when there is no sound. So a tail slate comes at the end of the take, not at the beginning. That's why it's called a tail slate. Now, some things to remember with a tail slate is that first you put it upside down so that the editor can see that it is at the end of the scene. And then you go ahead and then you slate, all right? But do this first. If you are doing an MOS, which is no sound, which MOS comes from, anyway, look it up. So MOS, you can either leave the slate open like that, or better, just to grip it like this so that the editor can understand and it's not looking for sound all over the media. He or she knows that this has no sound, and boom, that is what MOS is. All right, I think I covered it. See you on the next one.